Okay, now I will learn about the Crescent theory. Crescent theory, the acquisition learning. So, hypothesis is one of Stephen Crescent's theory about how we learn language. This theory says that there are two different ways to gain second language skills for foreign language. The first is acquisition. It is a natural and unconscious way of acquiring language, much like a child learning their mother tongue. Such characteristics occur naturally with how learning the rules of grammar focus on communication and understanding the message. We are unconsciously learning like absorb the language from the environment. For the example, like children learn Indonesian from parents without learning subject, predicate, or object. The second is learning. Learning is a normal and conscious way of learning a language, usually in the classroom by learning the rules. The feature of this learning occurs consciously and deliberately learn grammar rules and language structure. This is usually in a class or course, and there are teachers who teach. For example, like we learn tenses in English, like simple present or past tense or and more. Thank you.
Okay, so today I'm going to explain about the natural order hypothesis. It is a method based on observation and interpretation on how language is acquired by individuals. In this case, the natural order leads us to this process, namely the acquisition of grammatical structures occurs in the predictable sequence. However, this does not occur in the same way in first language acquisition as it does in second language acquisition. In the classroom context, teachers must be aware that the sequence chosen for teaching grammar, for example, may not be applicable to all students fully because they have their own natural sequence for learning it. And this only occurs when they are ready. However, this does not mean that the teaching syllabus must follow the previously selected Grammarly sequence. Thank you.
The effective filter hypothesis is one of the Stephen Crescent 5 hypotheses in second language acquisition theory. It explains that emotional factors such as motivation, self-confidence, and anxiety play a crucial role in language learning. When learner relax, motivated, and confident, the affective filter is low, allowing language input to be fully processed by the brain. However, when the learner fear, stress, or lack of motivation, the affective filter becomes high, blocking language input from being absorbed effectively. In the learning context, teachers should create a positive, encouraging environment that lowers students' affective filters. This can be achieved through supportive feedback, engaging materials, and minimizing fear of making mistakes. By doing so, students can acquire a language more naturally and effectively, as the input becomes more comprehensible and accessible.
The monitor hypothesis is one of Stephen Crescent theories about how people learn a second language. It says that when we learn a language, we have two systems. The first is the acquired system, which we get naturally by using the language every day. The second is the learned system, which we get by studying grammar and rules. The learned system works as a monitor. It helps us check and correct our sentences before and after we speak or write. To use the monitor well, 3 things are needed. Enough time to think, focus on form or grammar, knowledge of the rules we want to use. Carson also explains 3 types of monitor users. Over users who use the monitor too much and speak slowly. Under user who rarely use it and make many mistakes. And optimal users who use it at the right time and speak fluently and correctly. In short, the monitor hypothesis teaches that we need a balance between fluency and accuracy when learning a new language.
The input hypothesis is a theory of second language acquisition by Stephen Carson, which states that a person learns a language when they receive input that they can understand. This message that are slightly above the current level of comparison. In this theory, language acquisition occurs through natural exposure to the language rather than through explicit grammar learning. Types of hypothesis and example. There are 2 main types of hypothesis typical from formula in research. 1. Alternative hypothesis. This is a statement that proposes a relationship or effect between variables. Example, adults will perform better on memory tasks than children. 2. Null hypothesis. This is a statement that states there is no relationship or significant difference between the variable being studied. Example, contrary to H1 above, there is no difference in memory ability between adults and children.